Football feels eternal, like it has always existed, before televisions, before stadium lights, before million-dollar contracts. A ball, 2 goals, and people who care too much. But football wasn't born beautiful.
It wasn't organized, and for a long time, it wasn't even safe. This game survived chaos, bans, violence, class wars, and global conflict to become the most powerful sport on earth. This is the real story of how football was born and why the world never stopped playing it.
Long before football had rules, referees, or lines on a pitch, humans were already kicking objects for competition. In ancient China, there was Cuju, a military training game where soldiers kicked a leather ball into a net. In ancient Greece and Rome, ball games tested strength and coordination. In Central America, ritual ball games were played for honor, religion, and sometimes life itself. But medieval Europe took things to another level. Entire towns played against each other. No time limits, no fixed teams, no field boundaries. Sometimes the goal was a church door. Sometimes it was the edge of the next village. Football wasn't entertainment, it was identity, pride, and survival. And it was brutal. By the Middle Ages, football had become so violent that kings tried to erase it. In England, football matches caused injuries, destroyed property, and shut down cities. The ruling class hated it. Multiple kings officially banned football, calling it dangerous, useless, and disruptive. But something strange happened. People refused to stop playing. They played in secret, they played in alleys, they played in fields outside city walls. That's the first reason football survived. People needed it. Eventually, England realized something important. If you can't destroy football, you control it.
In the 19th century, English schools began writing rules. For the first time, passing was allowed, hand use was restricted, violence was limited. In 1863, the Football Association was formed.
This moment changed history. Football stopped being chaos. It became a game anyone could understand. And once people understood it, they spread it.
If you are a football fan, subscribe now. And if you liked this video, don't forget to like it. Let's go to continue.
Football spread faster than any sport in history because it asked for almost nothing. No expensive equipment, no special fields, no social status, just a ball. In factories, workers played after exhausting shifts. In poor neighborhoods, kids played barefoot in the streets. In ports and railways, sailors and workers carried football across borders. Football didn't belong to the elite, it belonged to everyone. That's why it took over Europe. That's why it exploded in South America. That's why it became life itself in places with very little else. In 1904, football became global. The creation of FIFA transformed football into something bigger than clubs. Now, countries weren't just playing matches, they were defending identity. The World Cup wasn't just a tournament. It was politics, pride, and power wrapped into 90 minutes. When people watched their nation play, they weren't watching a game, they were watching themselves.
Every era of football creates heroes. Brazil had Pelé, who showed the world joy and creativity. Argentina had Maradona, who carried an entire nation on his back. Europe produced tacticians, artists, and warriors.
Different cultures shaped the game. Brazilian flair, Italian defensive mastery, Dutch intelligence, Spanish control. Football evolved like music. Same instrument, different rhythms. And people didn't just watch legends, they believed in them.
Today, football is massive. Billion-dollar transfers, global sponsorships, players followed by hundreds of millions. Some say the soul is gone. But here's the truth. Football has always changed. It survived kings trying to ban it.
It survived wars. It survived class division. What never changed is this. A goal still makes strangers hug. A loss still ruins entire weeks. A comeback still feels like magic. From dirt fields to billion-dollar stadiums, football still makes people feel something real.
Football didn't survive because it was perfect. It survived because people needed it. As long as humans care about identity, pride, and belonging, football will exist. And as long as there's a ball and space to kick it, the game will never die. If you love football, this story is yours too. Comment on your country and your club below.